Welcome to Vintage Overlanding. Alaska for now, and Canada eventually, and the lower 48 after that. Fingers crossed. In today's episode, we'll be panning for gold in Girdwood, Alaska. We will be taking a ride through a one-lane tunnel that also houses the Alaska train occasionally, over to Whittier, Alaska. And then we'll be going by the conservation center and seeing lots of really crazy Alaskan animals. So thanks for tuning in. Before we get started, why don't you think about subscribing? It's one of these buttons. It's on one side or the other here. I'll wait. You look for it. It says subscribe. Just click it. Thank you. And then there's another button that says like, and then there's another one that has a little bell, and that just means you'll get a notification for the next video, and we're gonna have lots of these this summer. So if you'll go ahead and do that, I would appreciate it. And thank you for following along, and let's get started. Well, my alarm clock went off. I didn't remember setting it, but it was very persistent, and it just kept going and going like it was mad that I was in its campsite. Where's the snooze? My sleeping quarters. Whose idea was it to make the back of a Scout only 5 feet long? Could have used, 10 or 12 more inches. So let's get out of here and go gold panning. I might strike it rich and get a hotel. The Crow Creek mine was a hydraulic gold operation established back in 1896, I think it was. And they pulled a lot of gold out of these hills. But now it's owned by a family who run it as a tourist attraction and the opportunity to find a little gold. Okay, folks, this might be my last video ever. When I strike it rich here today and find a nugget as big as I had, then might just hang it all up and move back. Anyway, we've rented a little sluice box. We got some pans. We're gonna set up over here in the creek somewhere and give it a shot. Down in Girdwood, eating pizza at Coast Pizza. Left the Teardrop up at the gold mine, where unfortunately it is clear I will be making lots of videos because we found practically nothing. But we had a good time. Oh, and I found a sore back, but outside of that. So we took a little time back at camp and worked on the Teardrop. When I bought it, there was no keys for the back hatch, and the person before me had put a padlock on it which rattled around, and so I ordered some new hasps, latches, and put them on, and it turned out okay. Had to drill out a little bit, but while I had Frank there helping me, it wasn't too bad. Well, this morning we are packing up. I picked up a roof basket to go on my new roof racks that we made out of some brackets we bought on Amazon and some steel well pipe that I picked up at Lowe's. It's pretty sturdy. It'll be good. And then we picked up a basket off of Facebook Marketplace. Gotta love that. Anyway, that way I can get the spare tire out of the back of the Scout, which is really the goal, and maybe put a little gas can on top for when I forget to fill up with gas, which almost happened yesterday. We were sputtering on the way to the gas pumps. So, yeah, gotta be a little careful. Anyway, we're at the Crow Creek Mine campground. 25 bucks a night, not bad for dry camping. And they rent you out the stuff, and we had a good time gold panning yesterday. I won't say we got skunked, but we were pretty doggone close. We found dust, I think you would say dust, in one tiny little piece. But it was an awful lot of fun. It's an awful lot of fun, but sitting on rocks all day has made me appreciate the new seat in the Scout. So we're riding over to Whittier. We're waiting on the light to change because it's a one-way tunnel over to Whittier there. It's a $22 fee for a Scout and a trailer, and they put me in the motorhome lane. It'll be sad when an actual motorhome pulls up how little my camper is. But we're gonna ride over and have lunch in Whittier today. So it was a quick meal, walked around, checked out the scenery a little bit, and then back in the Scout and on our way back through the tunnel, headed to Seward.
This is so cool.
Well, we just pulled the grade up from Portage to the top here, headed to Seward. I did have to gear down towards the very end, but we held 45, and it's a 2-lane with a slow lane, so it works out okay. She's doing all right. We're headed down to Seward, camping down there 2 nights, and going to go out halibut fishing and king salmon fishing on a charter tomorrow. 12 hours of fishing and most likely lots of me being seasick. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But yeah, I don't do great, but I always catch my fish. So anyway, so far so good, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny warm day. While I sit here watching the bald eagles try to eat the magpies, I think we'll call it an end to the episode. Be sure and check back in next week to see how the halibut fishing trip goes, and we might get up and see a glacier. So thanks for watching. Your support really does mean a lot to us. We'll see you on the road.